all who thirst, Jesus gives the living water. Rabbit Run is a modern day story written by John Updike. The hero of the story is Harry, who is also called a rabbit. He was the local high school basketball star, but after his high school graduation, his story begins to change. Instead of moving forward with his education in college, he takes up menial jobs. He loses focus and becomes passionless in life. This was reflected even in his marriage. His wife eventually slips into alcoholism. Some months later, his wife accidentally drowns her new baby girl. This leads Harry to further meaninglessness, and he considers himself a total failure. At the end of the story, we see Harry running away from the funeral of his own child. According to Ronald Rolheiser, this is not only the story of Harry. Loneliness is a human parable. To be human is to be lonely. To be human is to be restless. Loneliness is an intensifying problem in the world today. The Samaritan woman, as presented by St. John in his Gospel, chapter 4, verses 5 to 42, represents the existential dissatisfaction of the human person who does not find what he seeks. She had 5 husbands, and now she lives with another man. The Samaritan woman, going to and from the well to draw water, expresses a repetitive and resigned life without true happiness. She came in search of water because she was thirsty. Everything changes for her when she encounters Jesus. She becomes aware of her loneliness. She was searching for happiness in many things. Jesus understands her thirst, and he offers her the living water. The living water, the water that only Jesus can offer, can quench man's thirst for the infinite. She was searching for happiness in many things. What Jesus does is to channelize her loneliness to a thirst for the living water. The living water was Jesus. When she discovers what she was searching for in the person of Jesus, her thirst was satisfied, and she brings others to this wonderful experience. When our minds are divided on things that give us temporary happiness, we cannot focus on things eternal. St. Gregory of Nyssa wrote about this inability of the human person to put things together. Our restless and lonely energies are like a stream. This stream is flowing from a spring and branching out into different channels. The problem is that since the river is spread out too much, it is useless for cultivation. Each single channel is small and meager, and the water cannot move. But if we could collect these widely scattered channels into a single stream, we will have a full and compact water flow. It is true of the human mind. It spreads itself out in different directions, constantly flowing out and dispersing to whatever pleases the senses. It will never have any notable force in its progress towards the true good. Man is able to give his fellow humans affection, money, power, human glory, honor, career, but not endless happiness. This endless happiness belongs to the divine. The book of Exodus chapter 17 verses 3 to 7, through Moses, God provided water from the rock for the people to drink as they were dying in the desert. God said to Moses, I will stand before you there on the rock at Horeb, and you shall strike the rock, and water shall come out, and the people will drink. Jesus is the living water, and therefore Jesus is the definitive answer to human loneliness. St. Paul, writing to the Romans chapter 5 verse 8 says, But God shows His love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Our life is sometimes like the dirty water, not clear, as taken from a shallow pool. Life is full of activities. Mind is disturbed and restless. Let the water remain still. After some time, the mud and the sand will settle down to the bottom of the vessel, and the water will be perfectly clear. Be still and know that I am God. Give yourself over in silence for a while to a life of prayer. Your heart will become clean and pure like this water. The mind that is fast is sick. The mind that is slow is sound. And the mind that is still and silent is divine. Let us proclaim with the psalmist, "Oh, that today you will listen to his voice, harden not your hearts."